Hey, me and Matt here, and I'm Killer Kyle. Welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury. To another episode of Wheels of Fury. Me and Matt and Killer Kyle in the same room back together.
Yes.
It's been one hell of 2 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks, I guess. But we're back, and it's kind of coincidental because last time we came back together in the other outbreak, we did an AEW pay-per-view review.
Yeah, I think when you went home, well, to your parents, you came back, and the first video we did back was a few months ago.
Yeah.
Which was, I can't even remember. And then we were in lockdown, so we couldn't hang out, like be in the same room together. We're still able to do videos, and now getting together in person and doing a video, and we just happen to be doing Double or Nothing.
Exactly. And it would have been nice to get back together for like fucking WrestleMania Backlash, but
yeah,
it is what it is, you know, and whatever.
Yeah, things happen the way they happen, and it's out of our control.
The AEW Women's Championship. You've got
AEW Women's Champion Hikaru Shida defending against Dr. DMD, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Yeah.
And I was watching Dynamite on Wednesday this week, and they said Sunday will be 1 year Shida's been women's champion.
Oh shit.
She won the title at Double or Nothing last year. So she's going to do the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Won the title at Double or Nothing last year, then going into Double or Nothing this year as champion still and defending the title.
Take that, Oscar.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a good match, I guess. Reba's now Rebel, or Rebel Reba, whatever they call it. I don't know anymore, but...
Well, I think, like, she's always been Rebel.
Yeah.
But Britt always called her Reba for whatever reason.
Yeah. This is going to be an interesting match. I mean, we all know that Britt Baker has been one of the best wrestlers in AEW. You know, including male wrestlers, I guess. Like, she has that unorthodox style that I'd never really seen from a female wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, and that's going to be good.
Yeah.
She held her own facing Thunder Rosa at that hardcore match.
Yeah, lights out match.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you know, Britt has had some amazing matches, but, like, she's a straight up badass.
Yeah.
I mean, she faced, I think it might have been Shida in a match and had her nose, I think her nose got broken.
Yeah.
And she's just gushing blood. Not a care and a real smile on her face, and it seemed to, like, okay, I'm bleeding, and just, like, give her that.
Yeah, no fucks given attitude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no fucks given, extra motivation, if you will.
Yeah.
And kind of, like, a darker side, and then, like you say, go into the lights out match with Thunder Rosa, and they went above and beyond. They did, in that match, what you'd see the men do in a hardcore type of match. But yeah, that match with Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker, they did a lot of the things. Well, they did with that match what you'd see any hardcore men's match, if you will.
Yeah.
Ladders, tables, kendo sticks, the whole 9 yards. Thumbtacks. Bread, a bloody mess.
Fucking wire.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, Sheeta's been the champion for a year. I will be very, very impressed if she wins on Sunday. So, I don't know. I'd like to see Britt Baker go over, become the champion for once.
Yeah.
Like I just said before, you know, if Sheeta wins, I'll be very impressed.
It's one of those things where, like, with as good as Britt Baker is and has been throughout her time in AEW, you would want her to be the women's champion.
Yeah.
She's due. On the same hand, with as good a champion as Hikaru Shida is, you know, like I said, Double or Nothing coming up, she's going into that with a year run as champion. It's like, man, you almost don't want to see it end.
No. I agree with that. You want to come up a little bit closer?
Like, if it does come to an end at Double or Nothing, you know, Hikaru Shida, women's champion for a year, great run, and, you know, Britt has her time in the sun as champion. Like I said, she's due. So, either way you look at it,
yeah,
whoever wins,
it'll be interesting. Now we have this match. We got Cody Rhodes versus Ogogo.
Anthony Ogogo.
Yes.
Yes. The American Dream, Cody Rhodes. And he did a promo last week on Dynamite, very reminiscent of his father's Hard Times promo.
Yeah.
And, you know, he said, you know, I'm gonna go into this match being called the American Dream, because, you know, he's talking about how Anthony's like, I don't like this country sucks, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, it's America that is giving him the opportunity to have a job, to be a wrestler. He's getting paid by, you know, the American dollar, and, you know, all this other stuff. And so, because Anthony's been, you know, disparaging America, saying he hates America, he's going to, for one night, adapt his father's nickname, if you will, American Dream, going into this match. And it should be a good match.
Oh, yeah. I mean, those two definitely have put on some good matches. And I mean, Anthony is that brawler. Britt, that definitely, I haven't seen a lot of matches from him, but the fact that he came into the ring and put the Union Jack over Cody as a sign of disrespect. So, it's kind of like, yeah, we'll see how this goes. It's kind of interesting that it has to be a, you know, an American bullshit thing again, but whatever.
Yeah.
So, you know, as of this match, yeah, you know what, I'll be surprising and say Cody. I haven't seen a lot from Anthony, so I don't know. But yeah, Cody Rhodes for the win for me.
Yeah, I'm going to go Cody as well. Anthony has had fairly good matches. Nothing overly long, though.
Yeah.
Like, he's got this, I'll call it a lever punch, because, you know, he's finished the matches that he's had with it. Punch to the body, basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, he's got this devastating move, but, like, nothing, like, have him have a lengthy match of, it could be 10, 15 minutes, whatever. Show off his skills and, really build him up as, a wrestler. Building him up as this, he's a badass, he's got this dangerous punch, he's a Olympic boxer, which is all very good stuff.
Yeah.
He's got the punching power, he's a former Olympic boxer, all this other stuff, but where's the special quality? Okay, he's a boxer, he's an Olympic boxer, you can call it a special quality, but aside from that, there's nothing really big that stands out about Anthony Ogogo. It's oh, that dude's legit. It's okay, he's a boxer in a wrestler's world. He's got this devastating punch, but
yeah.
Legitimize the guy.
I think that if it was a liver punch and that was it, that would really, really fucking suck. I mean, it's just kind of two worlds clashing, I mean, I would have thought Mike Tyson was going to have a match, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
As of right now, so yeah. Match, we've got Brian Cage versus Cowboy Shit, Adam Page, in Rage.
Yeah, there's not if it was a cage match, we could Adam Page versus Brian Cage. You're gonna rage in the cage.
Yeah.
But
I have no clue. This is gonna be a good match. I mean, Adam Page is definitely one of the best wrestlers in the last couple of years. So is Brian Cage.
Yes.
Brian Cage has been in Impact.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, that's all I don't know if he's been elsewhere.
Brian,
he has been.
He was in Impact Wrestling. He was in Lucha Underground for a little bit.
Oh, yes, that's right.
I think he may have also done Bar City Wrestling.
Yes.
And maybe other independent promotions.
And then, of course, Adam Page from Ring of Honor, and then, going into AEW and Japan as well.
Yeah.
So, this is going to be a good match. You got a buckshot lariat from Adam Page, the big power bomb from Brian Cage. The whole thing of the Team Taz, I don't know if Brian is going to turn face at any point in time. It almost seemed like that for a while.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would like to see Adam go over, but I'm pretty sure Brian Cage is going to win this match.
Most likely. And one thing I really would like to say is, can we please do something with the FTW title, or get the FTW out of here, or FT out of here, whatever. Okay, Taz gives Brian the FTW championship, and they fucking done jack shit with it. It's a prop, for fuck's sakes. Either, have him start defending it, or get rid of the goddamn thing. Honestly. If you want Brian Cage to be a legit fucking world champion, have him face Omega, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that. And I think, just like the TNA title, in my opinion, the FTW always has been a novelty fucking title. It was created by Taz and ECW, and it should never have come back. But obviously, the writers, they see it otherwise, and it's bullshit. But, yeah.
The thing is, though, dude, when Taz created the FTW championship,
yeah,
it was, he felt he should be ECW champion.
Yeah.
He was basically the uncrowned ECW world champion, so he came up with his own championship and defended it actually quite regularly.
Okay. Hey.
On ECW TV and I think pay-per-views. So that kind of made it a legit championship. You know, saying I'm the real world champion, I should be ECW world champion, I'm the uncrowned ECW champion, but I've got this and whatever. They could at least do that or something similar to that with Brian, but he just got the title. He's not done anything with it.
No, I actually forgot that. Chaz defended that in ECW, and I don't know why, but I did. But regardless, I'm still going to say Brian Cage.
Yeah.
For this match. It's going to be a hell of a match. I mean, you got these two guys that could tear the house down, basically.
And, you got a big badass motherfucker like Brian Cage, who's wrecked house and kicked ass and taken out opponents with power bombs and friggin' drug claws and other shit like that. He could be a damn legit world champion.
Oh, God, yeah.
He's got a belt. It may not be a recognized championship by AEW, but you could run with that.
Yeah.
And you're not.
No. That's unfortunate. Championships. We've got the Elites, or the Bullet Club, whatever you want to call it. We got the Young Bucks taking on Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston.
Yes.
Man, that's gonna be one hell of a fight for sure. And like I said in the last AEW video we did, I really enjoyed Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston together.
Oh yeah, they're entertaining.
What Young Bucks, it's been said that they've had this attitude change. I mean, when you really think about it, they were in the Bullet Club in Japan and in Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
So, really, it would make sense for them to be in the Bullet Club in AEW. Or whatever they call it now. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Them now as heels is far better than their, call it, first run as heels. Their first run as heels, like, oh, we did something bad, here's $1,000.
Yeah.
You're gonna fine us for this, okay, here you go. And, every time they did something wrong, they pay the fine and then keep going. It's like, it's stupid.
Yeah.
This, at least now, is like, okay, they're kind of going back to how they were in, like, the Bullet Club in Japan and Ring of Honor, and, being assholes, if you will.
Yeah.
And going really far forward. Now, attitude change, you could say that, but I mean, it's more, it's how the Young Bucks kind of really are. Like, them as faces was good, but, being how they are now and how they were in Japan and Ring of Honor is, it's legit Young Bucks.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, Matt's got the bad back. I know that. And you look at the team of Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston, they've wrestled a lot over the years in CCW and everywhere else they've been. And they are a good take team. They're gritty and they can really brawl. And I think that this match is going to be excellent. I mean, you got two different styles, two different teams, two different styles.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fucking amazing to see what they can do. So, I mean...
Yeah, absolutely.
As much as I want to see... Well, let me put it to you this way. I don't know who's going to win. Because as much as I want to see Jon and Eddie go over and become the new take champions... Oh, fuck it. You know what? I'm going to say that. I'm going to say Jon and Eddie, because you can have a legit feud between the Bucks and those two guys.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. It's going to be a hell of a match, a hell of a fight, whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston.
I'd like to see Moxley and Kingston get the tag titles myself. I mean, they haven't been together that long, But I mean, like, you watch friggin' promos they do, it's friggin' hilarious.
Oh, the fucking passion.
Oh yeah, the passion and just like some of the stuff they say and like the back and forth they have with each other.
Yeah.
It's friggin' hilarious. And then, you know, like you say, their in-ring style is very smash mouth, in your face, aggressive. They'll kick the shit out of you and go to the bar and have a drink of whiskey afterwards.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know, like, the Young Bucks are top level tag team, bar none, one of the greatest of all time, you could say. How will they be able to handle that particular style of Moxley and Kingston? It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I will say I am rather curious, impressed, and interested in the fact that they changed Moxley's theme to Wild Thing.
Okay, I haven't watched Dynamite yet, so...
And I mean, like, you think about it, his in-ring style, it suits him.
Okay.
That particular song. Like, it's a song Wild Thing, but it's not like the original version, like the slow kind of...
Oh, okay.
It's more of like an upbeat version.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, that doesn't suit him, but we'll see. It's gonna be pretty cool to see these two behemoths go at it. We got Meryl versus Lance Archer.
Yes.
Everybody dies.
Yeah. Meryl, of course, having just captured the TNT title from Darby Allin.
Yeah, see...
Can't believe I almost blanked on his name there for a moment. But yeah, Meryl having won the TNT championship from Darby, and it's like, okay, cool.
You know, outside of this, at least it's better than when he was in WWE. Although he only had the United States title.
Yeah. I mean, finding out that Meryl went to AEW, you know, he's only had a few matches, but he's pretty much won them all.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, more or less. And, you know, you look at him when he was Rusev in WWE and just the path of destruction he was on in WWE and then carries it over to AEW.
Yeah.
You kind of had a feeling at some point he was going to end up as a champion. I mean,
oh yeah,
fill the TNT title on, cool, that's fine. Yeah, you follow Archer throughout his time in AEW. Again, you know, wreaking havoc, raising hell, kicking ass. Managed, if you will, by Jake. I mean, Jake's got a hell of a mind on him. You go way back to when Archer was in TNA, partnered with Jimmy Ray, was the Rock and Raven faction.
Yeah.
And then you go to Japan, him and Davey Boy Smith Jr. as the Killer Elite Squad. And that seemed to be where Archer really came into his own and became this
Murder Hawk.
Murder Hawk monster. Well, became a monster, if you will, you know, an ass-kicking machine, and then eventually going to AEW and, you know, taking off from there.
Yeah, and I mean, if Lance can hit the blackout on Meryl, that would be really, really cool. I mean, this is going to be, again, a really good match. It's just a matter of, okay, is Jake Roberts going to pull something? Or is Kip Sabian going to pull something?
Yeah.
Are they going to be even allowed in ringside? I don't know.
The thing is, though, anytime Jake accompanies Archie to the ring for a match, Jake really doesn't do a whole lot.
Oh, it's Tully Blanchard I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it's going to be cool. I think Meryl should actually hang on to the title a bit more.
Yeah.
I want to see more from him. I do believe that Lance will get the title eventually. Hell, he might even get the AEW title.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, I'm going to say Meryl.
Yeah, I'll say Meryl as well. I mean, he just won the title later, well, basically call it like 2 weeks ago. Well,
yeah.
It'll be 2 weeks ago come Double or Nothing. And so, yeah, keep the title on Meryl for a little bit longer.
So, a take two match player. They got Sting and Darby Allin, speaking of which, taking on Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. I was talking to a neighbor of yours yesterday, and he said, and actually no, I said it because it's true. Less is more, and I never really thought about that until watching Darby Allin. The fact is, if you do too many high-flying moves, it's going to fuck you up eventually. And to what she said, yeah, I can see Darby retiring at a young age. Like, he's 20, whatever he is now. I don't know. And yes, he's a straight-edge wrestler, but that don't mean shit. You have a guy that has a lot of potential in the wrestling business. And less is more. A lot of these matches seem to have high-flying moves, or something to that effect. And I know I've said that before, but the fact is, if you slow down just a little bit, you won't get injured as much. I watched Darby Allin get tossed off the fucking steps.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you really need to do that? You know, there was no need for doing something like that. But at the same time, I get it, it's a pay-per-view. Whatever. Well, actually, no, it wasn't. It was on TV.
Yeah.
Regardless, the fact of the matter is that this should not be all the fucking time. I get it, he's a daredevil. And the coffin drop, you know, depending on where you want to head it, you know, that can injure him pretty fast. And now, you know, you go look at Sting. Sting's a guy who retired in WWE, and then he comes back in AEW. You know, he's 61 years old. He has limited wrestling skills right now. I mean, they're not trying to make him do a lot, which is fair. But who really knows? Ethan Page definitely has more potential in AEW than he did in TNA. They really had no ideas for him after they broke him up with the North.
Yeah, I mean, they bring Ethan Page into AEW, and, you know, he's not there long, and they partner him up with Scorpio Sky. Okay, cool. Scorpio Sky went on his own for whatever reason, and then he, you know, so him and Ethan Page got partnered up, and it's like, okay, cool. You talk about, you know, less is more with Darby Allin, and he's got this, you know, fast-paced, high-flying, daredevil style. If you remember, I'm not sure what interview it was. I think it might have been Unrestricted, perhaps, where he talked about having a career as a stuntman.
Okay.
And so he, I don't know if you'd say conditioned his body, but like having a career as a stuntman, his style is like going to be that edgy, fast-paced, shocking, you know, fast-paced quick, high-flying, breathtaking style. And as far as I'm concerned, it suits him. Now, there are some instances where you go, should he have done that? No. Did he really need to do that? No. But,
yeah,
I think it's what people are accustomed to.
I know. I just realized there was Paige and Sky that threw him off the stairs.
Yes, it was.
So, that changes my answer, I guess. I think it would be cool to see Sting and Darby Allin go over. I was going to say Scorpio Sky, they go Ethan Page, but honestly, it's going to be interesting either way.
And you talk about Sting not really doing very much. Well, true. I don't really think his age has anything to do with it. It might. But, okay, he had the street fight, him and Darby against Cage and Starks, and then now he's going into another tag team match at Double or Nothing, and he'll do a few things in the ring, depending, to lead up to, the street fight, or, this tag team match going into Double or Nothing. I think, though, Sting is mostly there to be, you could say, a leader.
Yeah.
I don't know what things he does behind the scenes, if he does anything behind the scenes. Kind of mentoring, managing Darby, which is cool. And, I think he's gonna, if he has a match, it's gonna be very few.
Yeah,
and,
I think so.
Yeah. As far as who's gonna win, you could have Ethan and Scorpio go over and kind of propel them in a step as a tag team and kind of go from there.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, that would be very cool. We have this match. I'm gonna go ahead with that anyways. The AEW title, triple threat. You got Kenny Omega versus Pac versus Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
And I think it's due time for Pac to have a title of some kind.
Yeah.
Whether it be the AEW title, I don't know. But he came back a few weeks ago, a few months ago, whatever, when it was.
Yeah.
And yeah, he definitely hasn't skipped a beat.
No.
People love Orange Cassidy.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's pretty cool. Kenny Omega, I think, is one of the most cockiest pricks in the business right now, and that's a good thing because you need a heel like that.
Yeah.
The one good thing, and that's what they say, you can't be cocky unless you back it up.
Exactly.
And let's see, AAA make a champion, Impact champion, AEW champion. So, what does that say?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to be a good match, and I say that a lot in this video right now, but yeah, you know what? To pick a winner, I think I want to see Pac.
Yeah. If you're going to have Kenny lose the title, put it on Pac. I don't know. I mean, throw Orange Cassidy in there, people love him, and people, I'm sure, are going to be all gaga over, oh my god, Orange Cassidy's in the world title picture, which is okay, cool. But, I don't see putting the title on him.
No.
Would it be funny? Fucking right, it'd be funny. But, aside from that, I don't see it.
No.
So either, my pick is going to be either Pac or Kenny retains.
Yeah, for sure. We'll go on to the Casino Battle Royal.
Yes.
I didn't really see who was going to be in it, but it's going to be for the challenge for the next title match.
Yeah.
Down the road. I don't know who's going to win, honestly. It's just kind of, I don't know.
Yeah. Not knowing who's going to be in the Casino Battle Royal makes it difficult to definitively choose a winner. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, you gotta watch the match.
Yeah.
And see who's in the Battle Royal before making a decision. Or maybe they will say who's going to be in the Casino Battle Royal and then make a pick from there, but yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, and I know that last year I couldn't watch the fucking thing because it was fucking slow.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully this year, I mean, I'm here in Peterborough, so it'll be easier.
Yeah.
In a way, so yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one for sure. So this one I'm looking forward to. Stadium Stampede
2.
Hell yeah. Pinnacle versus Inner Circle.
Now, any of you that saw the first Stadium Stampede match know it was a wild, wild match. And just, you talk about having two stables in your company that legit don't like each other.
Hell yeah.
And, build it up for weeks, months, heading into blood and guts. Great match. It ended the way it did.
Yeah.
Go into Stadium Stampede. They're still building it up. Now, they've got the stipulation where if the Pinnacle beats the Inner Circle must split. Why they're doing that, who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
With just the disdain and borderline hatred these two factions have for each other, you go into Stadium Stampede, fuck.
Yeah.
It'll be as good or maybe better than the first one.
I think so, yeah. And I think that the Inner Circle definitely needs to get redemption.
Yeah.
I don't want to see them broken up. They got too many fucking take teams and factions breaking up when they don't need to.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm going to say that Inner Circle are going to win because why not? I think that Chris Jericho has to get one up on the Pinnacle, and it's still going to be one hell of a fight. The Stadium Stampede. Holy shit. You got the whole arena to yourself.
Oh, yeah. You can literally do anything and everything. I found it funny last year how the Jacksonville Jaguars mascot took a Judas effect from Jericho.
Yeah.
Poor guy. But yeah. And you think back over the years in the wrestling business of teams and factions, if you will, that just legit didn't like each other and fought each other all the time. And to bring that into AEW with the Pinnacle and the Inner Circle, that's gold.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I can't wait to see what happens. So I say Inner Circle. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm taking Inner Circle as well.
Sweet. Anyways, so this has been another episode of Wheels of Fury, and finally back together. And again, I said this in the last video that we did when we got back together, whenever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
anyways, no, I mean, we're gonna continue doing what we're doing regardless, and next time we will be doing In Your House. It's gonna be awesome, and your host for the evening, Todd Pettingale.
Yes. Todd Pettingale hosting In Your House, NXT In Your House.
I thought you found Sean Mooney. Holy shit.
Yeah. Found Sean Mooney. Well, apparently you found Todd Pettingale too. So yeah, they're gonna do NXT In Your House. And then I believe, well then there's Hell in a Cell.
Yes.
And then, well, I think after that or before that, well there's Against All Odds coming up.
Oh yeah.
For Impact.
Right on.
And there was, last week on Dynamite, Cody had an announcement to make regarding Double or Nothing. And he said that for Double or Nothing, they're going to have a full capacity crowd.
Oh, sweet.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny because when you look at WrestleMania, and they did have an audience.
Right.
And then it just seems like that's it. But rumor has it that they are going to have an audience again at SummerSlam.
Well, I did see something on Facebook, I believe it was today, that the WWE is going to start having live events again pretty soon.
Yeah.
So, AEW going to have a full capacity crowd for Double or Nothing. WWE is going to have having live events again in the not too distant future. So, I mean, things are starting to head in the right direction as far as COVID is concerned. So, I mean...
Yeah, so anyways, this is me, Matt, Cop Killer Kyle, and we will talk to you next time. Deuces.